The addition of an interior non-load-bearing wall is a simple and affordable project that allows you to update the layout of your house. With a new wall, you can create an extra room or divide an existing one. The location of the new wall depends in part on the alignment of the ceiling joist. If the joists are perpendicular to the line of the new wall, you can install it almost anywhere, preferably against the stud in the existing wall, the one into which the new wall will be anchored. If the ceiling joists are parallel to the line of the new wall, its location will be determined by the joist near the intended location. In most cases, it is not necessary to anchor the new wall on the floor joist. However, if you are able to do so, the wall will be even more solid. Here's a list of tools and materials for this project. With an electronic stud finder, find the alignment of the ceiling joists along the intended line of the new wall. If the joists are perpendicular, determine the location of the stud in the existing wall and mark the location of the center of the stud along its entire length. This mark identifies the starting point of the new wall line. If the joists run parallel to the new wall, go to the next step. Place a square flat on the ceiling with one of its edges touching the existing wall, so that the right angle is lined up with the center line of the stud previously marked. With a square, trace a line of at least 18 inches long on the ceiling. Snap a chalk line over the existing line and mark the rest of the wall line. Fasten a small nail at either end of the ceiling line and hang a plumb bob from each nail. The plumb bob pointer will indicate the location of the extremities of the ceiling line. Mark these 2 points on the floor and snap a chalk line. If the new wall is perpendicular to the ceiling joist, find the exact location of each one and mark it along the lines made previously. Repeat for the floor joist. Also mark both sides of each joist with a 6-inch line, so you can locate these marks once the plate is in place. If the joists are parallel to the new wall, mark the location of the stud in the existing wall along the lines of the new wall. Mark the edges of the studs with 6-inch lines as previously shown. Install the top plate and floor plate. With a circular saw, cut each plate to the required length. Then, align the center along the floor line and screw the plate on the 6-inch marks. Screw the top plate. To install the studs, measure the distance between the 2 plates along the existing wall and cut the first vertical stud to length. Place the stud between the 2 plates, making sure it's vertically level and screw it to the stud or cross stud of the existing wall. Screw it to the plates as well. Mark the 2 plates every 16 inches. Measure the distance between the plates on the first mark and cut the second stud. Place the stud on the marks made on both plates, then screw it. Repeat for the remaining studs. After, solidify the edge of the wall by screwing a second stud against the last stud from the inside. Install the cross studs at the center of the stud. Snap a chalk line along the studs of equal distance between the floor and the ceiling. Measure the distance between the faces of the first 2 studs and cut a cross stud to this length. Align its center along the chalk line and screw it in place. Repeat for all the cross studs. Screw the sheets of drywall into the studs or the cross studs. Complete the installation by finishing the drywall joints, installing the boards, and painting the new wall. Pharmacia is produced using ordinary materials in an extraordinary way. Recycled gypsum, recycled cellulose from
pebble and recycled water are combined to form a homogeneous mass, which is then formed into a dash-shaped material. After drying, the large format boards are cut to the size. There are 11-point guide to the material you need to build a fermentable partition wall. The first one is start wall. There is a fixing, flanking strips, mineral fiber insulation, fermentable board, fermentable screws, tab edge board joint tabs, fermentable joint steel, fermentable joint filler, flexible mastic, and the last one is fermentable fine surface treatment. There are 5 steps in the partition installations. The first step is measuring and scoring. Mark out the position of wall on the floor using a chalk line or a laser level. Transfer the position of the partition from the wall to the ceiling. Set out the position of door and the lock bearings members. The third step is sealants. To fulfill the fire protection and sound insulation requirement, junctions should be finished using the appropriate materials. Mineral wool insulation strip or similar should be incorporated in the connection. Fire-resistant sealants should be used for partitions where specific elements of fire protection are required. The last step in the fermentable partition installation process is fixing fermentable to the subframe. When fixing the fermentable to steel subframe, the board must only fix to the vertical C-stud. When installing on timber stud walk, board must fix to the both vertical stud and horizontal head and floor shaft, but the joint do not need to be minor. The length of the board should be correspond to the height of the room, minus 10 mm from the junction at the top and bottom of the board to the floor and ceiling. Fire and acoustic mastic should be used here when required to seal off partition.
Offers a evolutionary wall solution that maximizes spacious flexibility yet is uniquely simple. A movable wall without visible support or compound connection. Walls that are lighter in scale yet robust in their ability to configure. This is Lightline, the only movable wall product that combines the look and feel of storefront with the flexibility of movable wall. By combining a minimal unit of parts with utilitized compartment, Lightline responses to complex space, blending with simple elegance. Lightline is assembled to ensure quality, reduce time for installation and reconfiguration time, and minimize material waste. At the base level, height adjustments are intuitive, allowing for quick installation. During reconfiguration, flooring remains damage-free. Open or trim conditions are top-notch to give a milder look without showing gaps. Panels are securely designed and expertly installed without the need for extra structural support. The aluminum ceiling track offers free floor adjustment and secures to the top of the panels. The trim design reduces the shadow design. The overlap detail corner enhances the overall aesthetic and supports simple configuration. First, it offers door offering, which includes sliding or pivot doors, or other options such as glass, wood, or other substances. Self-closing doors are also one of the options. In full term, Lightline offers a limited kind of upfront, unobstructed supporting architecture. This continuous glass panels maximizes the amount of material daylight throughout the environment. Lightline easily integrates KI Genius movable wall, presidential level of flexibility and functionality. When used together, the possibility of Genius and Lightline are limitless. A wide variety of options are available, including market board surfaces, wood veneer panels, hackable surfaces, architectural glass and technology access points. Genius and Redlines also support modular furniture components. Can use system and loose furniture effortlessly blend into the architectural walls illusion. As business changes, Redline offers the freedom and flexibility to adapt with office modes and to remove office space, switches private offices to conference rooms and back again. Door placement add or change architectural details. It is easy and not expensive to adjust this surrounding type of space. Redline gives a clean, modern, simple and elegant design. Redline creates completely sophisticated and personalized space for any environment. It brings light to your space with Redline movable wall.
Audio Jungle.